very soon.
Few hours reflection on the events of the week. Join Sunday
We're
night.
here in the studio sorting themselves out. I always look forward to the end of the Saturday program because it's when we get live music in the studio. And this week, a funky jazz and blues outfit, Wizard and Oz. They will be playing at the Dingo Creek Music Festival in mid-October. They're also playing this weekend around the coast. We'll find out a little bit more about that soon. They're Andrew Farrell and David McMillan. We will have a chat with them soon. But first, they're going to play Route 66 at 24 to 10 on ABC Coast FM. Guys, take it away.
1, 2, 3. Ever catch a motor west? Take the highway, mama, do it my way, that's the best. Get your kicks, come on Route 66. Winds from Chicago to LA. More than 2,000 miles out of the way. Gonna get your kicks. Let's get 'em on Route 66. Go across to St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri. Walk on, the city is so pretty. See Amarillo, Gallup, New Mexico. Gonna get one. Stand, San Bernardino, yeah.
On ABC Coast FM at 21 to 10. How was that? I hope that had you bopping and dancing. And a couple of guys, I love when people can just come into the studio and set themselves up in a couple of minutes flat and perform like that. Was fantastic. Andrew and David, and they've just had to quickly manoeuvre themselves to get closer to the microphones. Hello.
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 Thank you so much for both of you for coming in yet. Oh, you're too tall, aren't you?
He is.
Easy.
Look at him. Get him a smaller chair.
No, well, there is a hydraulic lift on that chair, but you'd have to actually talk to me at the same moment while manoeuvring the chair, and it's a new chair. It's a virgin chair for you there.
Yep.
Andrew, you're from Melbourne, and David, you're from London. So how did the two of you meet up originally?
London a long time ago.
Yes.
Yeah, in the 70s.
And what happened? You just went,
we played.
You're simpatico. We need to work together.
Yeah, we played separately on the Mornington Peninsula, just south of Melbourne, and Andrew used to pop into where I played, and there was coincidentally a grand piano in the corner, and he used to just pop in and sing a few songs at the end of at night when he'd been gigging around the corner somewhere, and we just became friends, and here we are.
Here you are, however many years later. And Andrew, is the beard the reason for the name Wizard and Oz? Is that where it came from?
It's not real.
It so is.
It's painted.
No, I have no idea. I don't know. It was there when I was born, so it's just always been there.
Really? Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
are you a fan of the Beards? A
Uh,
musical
That's a band.
group?
oh, it's a musical group. So,
Yeah,
so,
called Beards. They only do songs about beards. I think
Oh,
you
right.
could be their, one of their members. They
Yeah.
all have
Oh,
real
right.
beards as well.
Okay.
They're a fairly new band, aren't they?
They're fairly new. They do songs
We
like
just-
if your
we
dad
just-
doesn't have a beard, you got two mums.
We're just getting into the Who and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, I get it. Okay, it's an age thing here, but that's that's all right. All right, so you studied classical music to start out with, but so what led you into this kind of music? Was just the love of having a good time?
just great music's everywhere in all sorts of genres, and so I couldn't just stay in the classical world.
Well, you could have, but you didn't.
I didn't.
No.
I couldn't. No, I couldn't. I couldn't. It was
Claire.
a calling for to play everything else as well as classical.
All right,
So,
you could have gone pop though, and you kind of went sort of bluesy,
I could probably
jazzy.
play you an ABBA song if you really want.
I am tempted to dare you to
Mamma
play an
Mia,
ABBA
was
song.
that
Have you sold the drums,
Fernando,
Fernando?
Keep going, come on. Is that
That's
the
the
only
only
line
bit
you
we
know?
know. Yeah,
I
yeah.
knew that.
Was there other lines to it, is there?
ABBA. We can stay away from ABBA this morning. We don't need to go there.
No.
And you picked up the guitar apparently when you were 4, but you were using it for something other than making music originally.
Bow and arrow, fire rulers out of it. It was quite good. If you slacken the strings up a little bit, they go
Uh-huh.
quite a way actually.
And what led you to actually thinking or understanding that this was something that you could make sound out of as opposed to using as a weapon?
They didn't pick you for the English cricket team, did they?
No.
That's what happened. So
No, well I
Let's
used
get
it
a
as a
job.
cricket bat for a while. And then my brother showed me that it was actually for playing, he could play a tune on it actually before me. So I just picked it up and started playing, and when I was 6 parents gave me a guitar. Huge, great big thing, and I could actually get inside the guitar case. Not while the guitar was in it, but I could fit into the guitar case. It was a large guitar.
Wow. So how
and
did you go with playing that then? Sorry, you were going to say
Yeah,
something.
I learned to play that. They gave it to me, and I learned to play. I had quite a few tunes established by the time I'd had it about 6 months, and then a friend of my brother's came round and told me it was nowhere in tune, which was unfortunate. So he tuned it for me, and then I had to start all over again. So I'm 6 months behind.
Oh, so you learned to play it out of tune,
Yeah.
but were able to make it sound okay.
Yeah, it seemed all right.
well, then they all turned into different tunes, didn't they? Those ones.
Yeah, yeah, I wrote some crackers.
All right, now you guys, did you perform last night somewhere?
Where were we?
I don't know. Yeah, we did somewhere. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
may
yeah.
have to get some help from some of your
Bit vague.
minders.
Yeah,
They have
because
3
it's very
minders
early.
in
It's
the
very
studio.
early.
I know it's early for musicians, but I'm off air in 15 minutes. Is the latest I can get you in. Would you like to tell us where you're playing tonight, possibly?
Malula Bar, the Yacht Club.
Lovely.
Yeah.
And is it all that kind of Route 66, that kind of music, or do you play lots of different
Yeah,
genres and what
lots
have
of
you?
different
We
stuff, yeah.
we just love music. We see when we hear music and see music, we don't see the boundaries of genres. We had no.
It's just songs you like.
If it's a beautiful country rock song, which there are, we'll
Yeah, really?
play it.
Name one.
Yeah.
Go on.
What, Bonnie Raitt?
I'm only kidding. Of course
You know,
there are. I'm
um,
just teasing.
yeah.
Why not? You seem like the
Exactly.
kind of guys you could easily tease and you'll take it without
Yeah, you can
leaping
tease
over the
us.
desk and,
No, you
and
can.
punching me in the nose.
You can tease us. That's fine. So we play sort of people's record collections, music collections. That's what we, because most people don't just have one genre of music in their collection. Do you?
No, absolutely
go.
not.
So
There's Ella in there, there's ABBA.
exactly. Ella and ABBA.
There's
Ella
probably
and
a...
ABBA.
Back together again.
Let's
Ella
do the
and
Ella and ABBA show.
Oh, stop. Okay, so you are here playing this weekend, and then you're here again for the Dingo
Dingo
Creek
Creek,
Jazz
In
and
2 weeks'
Blues.
time.
So do you go home in between, or are you staying on the coast and,
Yeah,
and
we're
holiday?
working in Victoria.
In between?
Next weekend.
Okay, so
Yes.
you're flying in, I guess, and
Yeah,
flying out again.
Yeah.
And what sort of do you play at festivals, or is it mostly kind of pub gigs?
No, not pubs.
Very
Usually.
rarely in a pub.
Yeah,
We did that the first 20 years. This is the next 20 years now.
yeah.
No, lots and lots of festivals all around Australia, over in New Zealand all the time, and then put lots of concerts on
Yeah.
in various theatres and halls and things like that.
And what about released music? Do you have albums out there that people
So we've
could
got 13,
purchase
haven't we?
at the
About
13,
gigs?
13 or
albums.
14 CDs we've recorded.
Loads of original material and
Lot of
scattered
original.
amongst them and so forth.
And are you going to play us an original song now?
We can do that,
What are you
no
going to play
problem.
for us?
Yeah, you can do that. At this moment, right at my limit or something like that, off the original one.
Piece of work.
Piece of work.
Yeah.
Piece
It's
of
just like
work,
a
all right, well-
jazzy sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's about an ex.
Is it?
I
Who
don't know
wrote
if anybody's out there that's ever had an ex.
Yes,
This is-
we've all had
Have we?
exes if
Okay.
we've lived it all, I'd
This
say.
is just a little observation about an ex.
All right,
It's
well,
called a piece of work.
well, piece of work. Okay, it's not sounding it's not sounding good. But you guys need to get in front of your equipment, and I'm just going to keep rambling on until you get your bits.
Oh, we'll
and
do
pieces.
Rambling Rose instead.
Oh, rambling.
We need to move that
Rambling
a little
on
bit
Rose.
forward. That's right. You are listening to ABC Coast FM. It is 14 to 10, Wizard and Oz playing, and I believe we're going to hear some bitter words,
No, not at all.
piece of work. So a lovely piece of work, this ex
Lovely
of
piece
yours.
of work. You are a lovely piece of work.
All right.
Sort of like You Are So Beautiful, isn't it?
I'm about to hear, we're all about to hear exactly how you felt about that relationship at the end of it. Take it away.
Think you're ever so polite. Very rarely have the shout. Seems that you're such a busy girl when you never hear me out. I think you're ever so sincere. Very rarely have the shout. Losing you, I live in fear. You must have gone right to my head. I've gotta hand it, I've got to hand it to you. I've gotta hand it to you. You're just a piece of work, I gotta hand it to you. I've got to hand it to you. I gotta hand it to you, just a piece of work. Can this situation last? Or is my perception shot? My vision's clouding over fast. Tell me, baby, where have I got? I've got to hand it, I've got to hand it to you. I gotta hand it to you. You're just a piece of work. I've got to hand it to you. Hand it to you. I gotta hand it. You're just a piece of work. Can this situation last? Or is my perception shot? My vision's clouding over fast. Tell me, baby, what I've got. Got to hand it, I got to hand it to you. I hand it to you. You're just a piece of work. I've got to hand it to you. Hand it to you. I gotta hand it to you. You're just a piece of work.
You're just a piece of work.
I got to hand it to you.
Piece
Got
of
to
work.
hand it
Got
to
to hand it to you. Piece of work.
Got to hand it to you.
Piece of work.
I got to hand it to you.
I hand it to you.
I got to hand it to you.
I hand it to you.
I got to hand it to you. I've got to hand it to you. You're just a piece of work.
on ABC Coast FM. That was fabulous, guys. Wizard and Oz playing an original piece of work. It's 10 to 10. They are playing tonight at the Mooloolaba Yacht Club and tomorrow at the Noosa Surf Club. Do you know, is that in the afternoon? Those gigs are
3.
usually in the afternoon.
Tonight's the Mooloolabars tonight.
7:30
Yeah.
7:30
and
at
3
the
o'clock.
and
Yeah,
3 o'clock.
3
yeah.
o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
All right, well, I hope you have a fabulous time here and that loads of people come along, get up and boogie. I'm sure they will. I want to get up and have a bit of a dance now, but
Who doesn't?
yeah, we love a bit of a dance here at ABC Coast FM. Thank you so much, both of you, for coming in. I know it's very early for musicians to be up and
Sorry,
exercising the vocal cords. You can go and have a lovely cup of coffee somewhere. I'm sure your
Minders.
minders, that's right, who are looking.
I think they're
Yeah, they're a little
awake as well.
nervous. They're a little nervous. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate your time today.
Thanks for having us.
You
Thanks,
are
Karyn.
very welcome. Robert Palmer with every time people on ABC FM 5 to 10.